What up, everybody? Welcome to the new year. This is episode number 89. Shout out to everybody coming on. Tonight we have a lot of things, something that just turned up as well. The first thing we got is we are going to speak to, because January seems to be the month of tournaments, we have the TOs coming on from Apex, Defend the North, and Kit, which are all coming up over the next few weeks, and we're going to get into a little bit of what's going on with each of these events. This way, everybody, yes, I love the fireplace too, man. We are also going to be joined by Rolando from VXG later in the night to discuss some of the stuff that's going on as far as the payouts and all that stuff from VXG that's been controversial over the last couple of weeks. Also, I have Jamie. For all of you guys who know who Jamie is, Jamie was one of the women who were on our show during the 49th episode. So she'll be up on the show a little bit later also to talk about what's happened since then. She's doing articles, writing articles now. She's becoming really proactive in the community. So we're going to get her on here and just shoot the shit with her. Again, let me go through the sponsors. I'm flying solo today, guys. Ultra Spec Cable, who's always hooking me up with cable, so shout outs to them without a doubt. Bifuteki, mkserver.ru. You have Awesome Smack. You have MKMP. You have TRMK. You got Deadly Venom. I don't even know if Injustice, that site's even still around. You have MK Online. You have mkbible.org. You got Mortal Kombat Universe. You got The Gamer's Edge. If you guys need any types of repairs done to your systems, mods or any of that stuff, broken screens, hit these guys up. They will definitely hook you up. You got Pro PC Gaming. You got Put That Back. You got MKU, VXG, Combat Network, Empire Arcadia. Yes. And, of course, Mad Cats. Of course, the music, obviously, the first couple of tracks were other bands, but Distartica, which is the band who created the opening theme for it, which is an amazing song, to say the least. And, go check these guys out. They're a cover band. They're part of the community. They're part of the OBS family. Give them a follow on SoundCloud. Give them a follow on or subscribe to them on YouTube. But definitely give them a shot. Check them out, and I can guarantee you, if you like metal, you'll like them. 80s metal cover. Also, again, Gerchap and the boys at MKU, who've been supporting the show since day one. And, of course, my boys at Kick Punch Block, Rodney and crew. Go check them out, facebook.com/Kick Punch Block. Meanwhile, going back to the going on to the world, I actually got myself, because I'm in a good mood today. As you can see, I'm drinking milk because it does the body good. And I got myself a fresh cannoli, which is absolutely amazing. I've apparently I've been told that, James Chen and Ultra David, I've tried repeatedly to get them on here, and you know what, no luck, guys. I have not been able to get them on. So as usual, I have to do what I can, my own resources, and I got my James Chen and my David, and this is probably the only time you're ever going to see us three together, which I kind of wish was different, but, I mean, I don't know, give me an opinion. Does that kind of, sort of look like James Chen a little bit? And David? Hopefully these guys will stop the BS and come on the show and stop trying to turn around and basically critique without knowing somebody. Again, I got nothing against these guys, but you know, if you really think about it, I think it could be an asset for us to sit down and talk and discuss things that can improve the scene, not just on a personal relationship between one another, but think ways to help the scene grow in general. So once again, if I can't have them, I got to settle on the cantaloupes. But, you know, I kind of feel bad, so what I have to do, because I don't want to separate the team. Since I didn't want to separate the team, I put them both in the fire together. So hopefully someday they can reach out and we can actually sit down and discuss. No, I'm not going to make them kiss each other. But needless to say, again, don't take it to heart. Don't go crying. But yeah, big fire, guys. But the point is, hopefully we can turn around and relax there, Albino. Hopefully, in all seriousness, you know, we can actually open up a dialogue between each other and actually kind of get something going. And, you know, do our parts to help the community. Obviously, with the passing of Nelson, this community over the last couple of weeks has shown that it can... Yeah, they're cooking, man. I can hear them popping. But, you know, this last couple of weeks with the donation drive and everything, the fighting game community's actually really proven that it can pull together and unite. Though we have differences in many areas, we've actually gotten to a point now where without the drama, we can actually pull together and do some pretty amazing things. I mean, to turn around and, you know, basically pull up pretty close to that $15,000 mark in a couple of days is pretty amazing. You know, everybody on the East Coast is going to miss Nelson. He was a great guy, and he'll always be a great guy. What's up? I'm so free. You know, my thoughts and prayers are to his family and, you know, those people that were closer to him than I, and anybody that knew him. You know, it's sad that it's gotten to the point where, you know, my old ass smoking like a chimney. I don't want to smoke right now, though. I'm trying to cut down, guys. No more alcohol. I'm drinking milk today. But, all right, Melphis. You know, basically, like I said, it was really amazing to see this scene come together over the last couple of days to help with the funeral arrangements. It's something that nobody had to do. I've read the comments from people as far as Australia, Europe, America, all over the place. Some people that weren't even part of the fighting game community, but had come across. I tried the vape. I don't like it. That, you know, might have seen us, you know, across the internet or something, and they just, you know, listened and read some of the stories, and I seen them donating. So it really was amazing to see, you know, the community come together the way it did, especially, you know, at a hard time for a lot of the people from EMP. You know, like I said, I know Triforce gets some slack here and there, but, you know, even with that said, everybody kind of united together. Obviously, shout outs to Watson, who this week held the tournament to raise money as well. You know, and again, you know, everybody that's helped, everybody that's been there for support during the whole time, you know, you all deserve props. You know, this isn't a matter of who's a top player, who's a bottom player, who shows up to tournaments, who's an online player. It's all irrelevant. Everybody in this community kind of united, you know, under the same common goal, which was to help Nelson's family. So shout outs to all you guys. Other things that are going on. We are going to have tonight Johnanthan, who is the TO for Apex tonight. We're going to have City of Brass, who is the TO for Defend the North. And we are going to have, I just changed his name. because he has his sister's name is, we'll just say Mr. Davis is going to be joining us from Kit over in Tennessee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with each trailer and bring those people in. So without further ado, let me start with...
Fighting back with a vengeance. I ain't even tasting.
Hello?
Yo!
Hey, give me 1 second. Let me switch from my iPad to my PC.
Yes, that way I can add more people down the line.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
No problem. All right, guys. Well, he's got to do a transition, as you heard. So once he does his transition, he'll be back. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Sing a song and dance, or try to get you guys pumped up so you know when Mr. Rolando comes on. Again, you know, Rolando's a friend of mine, so. You know, if you're thinking that I'm just going to turn around here and blast away at him, I'm sorry. I'm going to be fair. But with that said, let me go back to here. All right. You good now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. I like that music in that trailer, by the way.
Thank you. That was a friend of mine recommended it. It's an original song. I don't believe in... when we made the trailer, we didn't want... have like a dubstep. We felt like it's not that I don't like it. I feel like it's kind of overplayed, and we wanted to do something that was us, that was me. You know what I mean? Because a lot of Apex is really, you know, an extension of the people that work on it. So, you know, thank you, by the way.
So for everybody else that's here, introduce yourself so they know who you are, and let's start talking about what's going to be going on at Apex.
All right. Well, let's see. Apex is the largest Super Smash Brothers event in the world. On top of that, it's one of the really premier fighting game events on the East Coast. Pretty much, we do fighting games. We do. Yeah, at Apex. Let's see. Apex Oops, I actually had both on. Okay, so we have the Smash Brothers, we have the fighting games, we have Pokemon. On top of that, it's not just an event that you just go and play and then that's it. You know, you get the ability to actually walk around. You know, we have an artist alley so people can pick up, you know, swag or merch that's not really made, uh, you know, in large quantities. Even ChrisG has a hat from one of the artists. We also have an indie game booth, which you can play like the latest like new games that are being developed by community members. We also have one of my favorite things is we have these the Meat Screw Attack and OC Remix there is pretty much doing all this content, and OC Remix making an album, which is, you know, one of the biggest things. And you know, just a big shout out to them because they did me a favor by making not just a Injustice song, but they made a Mortal Kombat song as a, you know, a personal request of mine because I wanted to give that to you guys as well. You know, the but, you know, pretty much you can do anything you want there. You can just have a good time. You can cosplay. You can, you know, go to a casual room, play casuals. You can we have contests throughout the entire weekend giving away tons of stuff. It's one of those events where it's not a tournament. It's an event. It's an experience. So that's really what I best describe Apex as.
I mean, how long have you been doing it for now?
This would be my 5th Apex. We started it in 2009.
And did it start at Rutgers, or where did you originally have it?
We started at a friend's hotel. His father actually worked there, and you know, it was a small event. It was about 200-300 people. Wow, it's amazing. 200-300 people to be a small now. That's crazy. And after that, we moved it to Rutgers in 2010, and then 2012. That's when we started adding fighting games. And then finally, we moved it from Rutgers to Somerset, which is about 5 minutes away, to this beautiful hotel in a DoubleTree. You know, and it's really just, it's an amazing hotel. I love the darn thing.
Now, is that you know, as far as Apex goes? Now, you were saying it's the biggest Smash in the world.
Correct.
Okay.
We have over. It's not just like Melee, and I think that's, you know, a misconception on people. Like, Smash is not just Melee. We have Melee, we have Project M, we have Brawl, we have 64. All of these games have over close to 200 entrants at the minimum each. Melee has over 650, I believe. Brawl has 350, 360. Project M has about 400, and then, you know, 64, the oldest game, actually has about 150, 160.
Now, for people out there that don't know Project M, can you quickly give a rundown of what that is? Because I know a lot of people that don't know what it is.
Sure. Project M is a labor of Brett Finnegan, and I apologize if I said his name wrong. But his tag is J. Caesar, and Strong Bad, who's another person who helped, you know, build the game, and several others. But those are the two main people that are really outspoken. They put the game together to make it a mixture of Brawl and Melee. So it's like its own original game, but it's still based with the Smash characters. On top of that, it adds old characters that people like, for example, Mewtwo, Roy from the Fire Emblem series, and it even has some new characters. I forget who. You know, I'm so busy I can't play, but I watch people play and it's so fun. So it's a mixture of all of those. On top of that, they create their own stages. They do interesting things like, you know, in our game we stage strike. So in the game they built it in to do that for us instead of us doing it, you know, verbally, which is great.
Now, give everybody a quick rundown of, I guess, the date, where it is, because, you know, I know a couple of people are like, oh, I'm going to Rutgers. I go, well, you're going to be there alone.
Yeah. Like, you know, it's very, you know, it's in Somerset, New Jersey. It's the DoubleTree Hilton. We pretty much almost sold out the hotel. So if you didn't get your rooms, I suggest trying to get them now. But we already have 350 plus rooms already booked. We do have a lot of very good places to eat. They're going to put food together and all that. But essentially, it's going to be a 200 Atrium Drive, the DoubleTree Hilton. That's where the event's going to be. So it's like 5 minutes away, literally, like driving. You would. It's just a little bit further down, but it's worth it, to be honest.
Now, one of the things I've noticed is you run your tournaments pretty different from a lot of the events that are out there. And you mentioned it to me earlier. One of the things is you try to keep it professional.
I grew up, and the best way to describe it is my background is this. I grew up on Halo. I was a Halo player. I went to MLGs. I did nothing but go to MLGs since 2002. I just played and played and played. Wasn't the best. I wish I was. I think anybody when they were growing up wished they were. But, I wasn't the best. But I was right in the middle. Could have got up to the top, but, college was more important to me. And I've always felt that way. But, I saw these events. And even when they were small, MLG ran it like clockwork. I went over to this LAN center where I met the guy who owned Team 3D, Craig Torble. And he taught me something. He said, Alex, listen, when you run tournaments, it's, to get people to go, it's not just a, hey, let's just throw every tournament, every game that exists at the wall and then run them all at once. It's a science. Everything you do is a science. So once you have the science down, you're able to do pretty much anything you want. And my belief is, having every logistical and mathematical possibility explored. Now, obviously, I'm human, I make mistakes, but, my philosophy is math. Worst case scenarios, how many setups do we need? How many games can we put? We don't try to make it so that, hey, let's do everything. That's not me. I'm very selective with my games. I do have side games, but I don't run them. I don't try to get them to be ran by me. I have people who just want to do it, and they do it. And they can promote it and do how they want. That's what Skullgirls is doing. That's what Shock is doing with MK. That's what, RG Gaming, Revolution Gaming Joe is doing with Killer Instinct. That's what they want to do. And I say to them, that's on you. But I try to make it an atmosphere where when you look at the broadcast, you come to this event, you feel like you're going to an MLG. You feel like you're going to a DreamHack. That's my vision of how things are. Obviously, there are some people that disagree with that aspect, and that's fine. I don't knock them. That's how they want to do things. But in my eyes, the way to do things is, to get more sponsors. And it's proven because everybody knows I have more sponsors than most people most people really have. And they're the most eclectic bunch too. That you have to be a bit professional. It's not about esports. It's about being professional. And it goes from how your event looks when you walk in, to how people talk on the mic, to how the streamers act in and out of the event.
Now, do you have a set of guidelines that you expect people to obviously abide by? I mean, obviously, the silly ones, no fighting, but I mean, as far as the cursing, and I mean, because it got pretty wild at the finals last time.
Oh, I thought that was great.
I thought it was Mr. All Caps, and between All Caps and Junior, that had my mind blown, because now all of a sudden I watched people that were relatively quiet become a lot more active.
Yeah, I'll tell you my philosophy. When you paid at the end of the day, at the end, the top 8, which, the first 2 days, just a heads up, are all tournament, and the finals, there's only top 8 happening on Sunday, nothing else. And that's just Melee, Brawl, AE, and Marvel. Fans are rowdy. That's how it is. I'm a New Yorker. I went to Yankee games when they played the Red Sox. They get a little rowdy. Yeah. Obviously, there's a limit to that. There's an expectation that, they don't go too far. Obviously, a lot of these issues, in sports or in video gaming comes under the influence of alcohol. So, and me being somebody who doesn't want that in his event, we kind of don't frown upon it. If you're over 21 and you drink. That is your business, as long as you carry yourself well. And we are having a lot of security this year to really, hammer it down. You can have fun, you can do what you want, but as long as you're not being extremely disruptive and you're not physically impeding on somebody, we won't say anything. We'll ask you to calm down, which I have told people before, but I wouldn't really, say, don't do this. I'm not their father. You know what I mean? I'm talking to them as a man.
Now, I'll say this. I remember watching, I don't know who the kid was, but they got so rowdy that guy just couldn't concentrate.
Well, let me say this, on the other side, they would do the same. In the flip side, they would do it for their friend. You know what I mean? It's not, I don't control who people boo or cheer, and I don't want to. That's not how I am. What I will control is if you start saying, really derogatory comments. It doesn't need to be there. You want to say, I want this guy to win, blah, 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 and you're getting excited.
All right, so you were going to say you suck, but you didn't go there. But, that should be okay. But if you, there's a line, and we all know those lines. I've obviously teeted on those lines many a time. But, it's funny because, like I said, last year, I got to say, I only came down for one day, and it was probably one of my favorite one day of finals. And
let me say this. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, James.
And I made money. I don't know what the kid's name is. He was from Japan with the Yankee hat.
Oh, that might have been who was that? You know what's sad? It don't sound stereotypical, but I've seen so many of them that I don't remember what he looked like.
He was in the top 2, I think it was.
No, it wasn't top 2 because top
3.
If it was the top 3, then it was Mikey Neko, was the Marth player. Yeah.
Yes.
That kid, that kid was. Let me just say that kid is the Nemo of Smash. That kid talks so much trash that weekend. And he was walking around barefoot. I was like, yo, I gotta respect that. Yeah, that's a customs. That's the customs. That's how I see things. But let me tell you, man. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize how international Smash is, and Apex proved that easily. Apex, you could say Evo, but Apex was really where all this started, and Apex really is, after the hype, after the riding the wave is over, we're still going to be there running Smash because we love Smash. We love all fighting games, and we treat the main games equally because that's my philosophy. But, watching these kids play a game that, when I played Halo, I was just like, who are these kids playing a game with Mario? And then I eventually grew to love it. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy where it's gone.
Now give me a rundown, because I obviously know America and Japan. What other countries attend your event?
Wow. Well, obviously Canada. I can tell you a lot of them. Shoot. I can actually pull that up. I actually have it all. If you go to my website, and you go to entrance, it actually has everything broken down by country. But I can tell you, let's see, Australia, the Bahamas, Brazil, Canada, a lot of Canada. There's too many Canadians because they all want to live here, I guess.
And we want to go there for benefits.
Yeah. Let's see, Finland's coming with like 10 people. France, Germany, obviously I said Japan, Mexico, the Netherlands, Norway. A lot of Norway. The UK is like 30 people right there. And obviously the US. So, we have, Smash is very worldwide with this event. And, it's one of those things that you never expect to be that big. Oh, and I think some Venezuelans and Chileans also. Just so many, from all across the world. We even had somebody, it was a Mortal Kombat player, and I thought it was funny, who lived in Saudi Arabia that wanted to come, but unfortunately he couldn't get his visa. But that just to play MK, knowing it's a side game, just wanted to come out. So I got to give respect to that person.
Yeah, that's mad cool. That's definitely mad cool. Let me just interject for a second. A bloody fetus, you shouldn't be banned. So I don't know why you were banned, but you're not on a ban list. But I'm actually pretty pumped about coming. Last year I had a fucking blast. I only came the one day. This time I'm gonna You know, I'm going to spend probably the whole weekend there. But luckily for me, it's commutable, so I don't have to worry about staying. And not for nothing, I'm sorry, I'm not picking on the Smash community, but you know, hanging out with the Smash community and just a night of debauchery with the Smash community, I don't know how that would turn out. You know, I mean, I've heard they can get pretty wild. I went to the island with Mewtwo King, and he likes to get his drink on, man.
He doesn't know how to hold his liquor. That's his problem.
Yeah.
I'm a victim of that also. But let me tell you, there are some Smashers that will outdrink you. I guarantee you that. And I know, and most of them are from the West Coast, because that's how West Coast rolls. So, but like,
I don't know about that, but we could. I mean, I'd be up for the money matches.
well, you guys could do that after the tournament. That's my concern.
I mean, if they don't make it to their pools, I'm sorry.
They don't make it to their pools. They're DQ'd. I don't care. I'll be like, well, that's two less matches to run. I don't care. You know, another thing I wanted to tell you that makes our event different is we work directly with a company called Street Pass.
Okay.
So they're putting together a lot of the Nintendo contests. So you're gonna have like a lot of Wii U contests, Wii old school games, you know, just like speed running and all that stuff. So you're gonna see a lot of that there as well. On top of that, we have some of the best speedrunners in the world actually contending. We have Trihex, who's a big Melee fan, Sig Lemick, Caleb Hart, aka Johnny Swole. That dude's brolic for no reason and plays Mega Man. Dude plays Mega Man with his shirt off, and I'm like, okay, you know, kind of intimidated here. But, you know, we have all those guys. Obviously, the Screw Attack guys who just do lots of great content. But,
Yeah.
you know, everybody just comes to have fun. And, you know, I actually can't wait to see everybody there, you know. So, you know, it's pretty fun.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you prefer the hotel or do you prefer, like, a college thing?
Here's why I like this hotel. The hotel gives me everything I need, and I don't have to wake up and get up, go down, and take a drive or take a cab. So it's a lot easier to get to. The venue's bigger, so even though the main ballroom is roughly the same size as both of the rooms last year, we have other rooms to compensate for that as well, so we can split everything up. We also have, I just think the hotel it's better. I'm dealing with a lot of people who know what they're doing, and I've never had issues with them. So I'm very happy with this hotel this year.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, being a tournament organizer, one of the things that I've been trying to figure out why, maybe financially is probably the main reason. If you had a selection of which avenue that you would take, would you prefer to have I'll just throw it out there, the Garden or the Javits Center?
If money was not an option?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It would be insane not to go to the Garden. Like, I would go straight to the Garden. Everybody's like, go to the Javits Center. No, don't go to the Javits Center. Why would you not have a sporting event at Madison Square Garden? That's insane. That alone will get people to go.
Well, it's not a sporting event, but, you know, a gaming event.
Gaming is, I've always said this. Gaming, you know, is a sporting event, but it's just a different way of seeing things. One of the biggest things I believe in is perception. You can change the perception of everybody by just thinking about things differently. For you, it's gaming, which it is. For some people, it's electronic sport. For some people, it's just a hobby. For some people, it's a profession. You know, there's people there that or travel across the world playing chess, and to them, it's a sport. To us, it's competition. You know, there's so many ways to perceive things that, you know, anything is really possible.
So I could say I'm an athlete because I'm a professional smoker?
No, that's just called being a chain smoker. But
I'm the best. I'm the best smoker. I will money match anybody in the FGC, in the electronic gaming world, in any other type of athletic. A first to a carton smoking match for $10K. If I win that, can I deem myself an athlete?
If you beat somebody with that, you can say whatever you want. But I will not touch that. I'm not a smoker. I'm more of a hang out and smile and, you know, give hugs. You know, That sounds really cheesy, but that's just how I am. But I'm just one of those guys who just like good, clean fun. That's what I think is the best type of fun. But other people enjoy other things.
That's one of the things that I will say, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the Smash community, because whether it's the 100% the truth or is the perception, in the FGC, that's how the Smash community is kind of already portrayed, and you guys kind of go hand to hand together. Like I said, when I went to Apex, at first I was like really in a college, and I kind of was taken back, and I was like, 12 people in a fucking room, and I'm gonna watch this. And then when I walked in, and I went, what the fuck? I seen people from all different countries, and I'm going, this is as big as Evo, and people were saying that to me, and I was like, it's not going to be like that. Come on, you're just blowing smoke up my ass. And when I went in there, I got to say, I was like, holy shit, and they were friendly. Bathing's an issue, but that's the whole FGC.
That's not something.
I'm not putting it just on the Smash community, because I've had my share of across the board.
I can tell you that it's not a Smash thing. It's a teenager thing. It's not a. Trust me, I don't like it either. We used to have tournaments many years ago, when certain people would attend, and it got really stank. We had a deodorant rule, where if you did not come to the event with a stick of deodorant, you were not allowed in the venue.
Wow. That's harsher than other events, I tell you that.
I don't like smells. I'm very sensitive to smells. But, I'm not going to say I did that. But I will say that when I ran locals, I had to pull out the Febreze once or twice. Some people just don't know how to go in a shower.
That's the part that boggles my mind sometimes. I'm like, it's not like the rooms come unequipped with showers.
I'll say this: some people just don't know how to do it. Is it
the knob thing, or is it the drying yourself off, or is it the combination of lathering? First wet yourself, then lather yourself, then to dry yourself, rinse yourself off, and then dry yourself. I don't know what it is, but I've still, and again, I make sure I put this out there. In no way is this getting directed towards the Smash community. It's the fucking fighting game community. People just don't know how to bathe sometimes, and I'm going.
And let me tell you, it's not just that. It goes to anime conventions and everything. There's a lot of people that just don't know how to take a shower. I can't leave my house. I literally can't leave my house without taking a shower, putting on deodorant, and putting on cologne. That's just how I am.
That's the way I am.
I can't. I go nuts. If I go a day, and you go one day and you still smell okay, I would go nuts. I would I have to take a shower. I need to smell good. I could feel bad, But that's just how some people are, and you know what? The people that get it the worst are, some of my friends who are, they're just here to hang out, help me out, and they have to smell half these kids. And please, guys, take showers. The hotel's in a venue. Just go borrow somebody's key. For God's sake. I'm just saying.
Now, why is it nobody's reaching out to these deodorant companies to get some sponsorship?
I did. Actually, I'll talk about sponsors later, but because I have a lot to say about that. But I'll tell you this: I have reached out to many of them, personally. It's not that they don't want to sponsor it; they don't think it's big enough. And honestly, the only person that probably would have a chance is a DreamHack or Evo. And even so, a lot of these places, they don't want to fork up money for ad time. They don't want to fork up anything. They just want you to do everything for them for free. And I don't believe in that. If I'm doing this for you, you have to do something for me.
Yeah,
but
it's a two-way street. It's got to be.
Yeah. I just don't know. I can tell you there's a lot of companies that don't even know fighting games exist or just don't want to get involved. PlayAsia, one of my sponsors, for example, when I approached them, they literally said, the only reason we're sponsoring you is because, you're not like every other fighting game tournament that's approached us. And then I said, how many approached you? And they said, not many, because a lot of them are intimidated by us, which, all you have to do, guys, is go on LinkedIn and just start making connections. That's all I really did. And, people need to really, I'll just say people need to step it up, because to be very honest, there's not, you can't keep relying on, certain sponsors to keep sponsoring you, because after I talk to them, their budgets are getting cut. So you may want to not do that anymore. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, times are getting rough. So, sponsorships are definitely something that's thinning out, that was already thin to start. Especially, like I said, being that we're console-based, you're really limited to what you can actually get that they find it worth it for them.
Yeah, and people don't, a lot of people are afraid to go to sponsors, because they're like, oh, they'll just see it as a fighting game tournament. Why do you have to name yourself a tournament? Why don't you just name yourself an event? Make a demographic, build, use your streamers to set up your ad time and just pitch it. That's all I did. I said, we get over X amount of people watching, and this is what we're doing, and this is how big we are, and this is our projected growth over the next 5-10 years. And this is what we want to do. And people say they're on board. Like I said, Play Asia is giving us a lot of products on top of, pop bonuses and whatnot. And I'll tell you one thing, like, people are going to be sitting there, when they come to Apex and say, wait, all this stuff, you're giving all this, doing giveaways for all these things? And then they'll be like, yeah. Like, for example, name one fighting game tournament outside of EVO that had a stick. A stick made. Can't think of any, can you?
There ain't one.
And even then, EVO's was extremely limited, right?
Yeah.
What was it, like, to the winners?
Yep.
I had 500 made, and they just offered it to me.
Yeah.
I have 500 Apex sticks, and I get a certain amount of them, and they're going to be, some will be given away, some will be sold at Apex, and, we have stuff like that. They're also giving us a lot of video games. A lot. Like, they're telling me they're going to send me a box that's 6 feet high and 6 feet wide of stuff, and I get to give those away. Not going to tell you what games, but let me just say they're not a Super NES game. They're brand new games, and you guys are going to like them.
That's actually really cool. I'm glad to see, again, the perception that I had of your event was almost like a Grateful Dead concert, where there was more than just a concert. And when you walk around, you saw, a lot of these events, they got a dude modding the sticks, and then they got, somebody that's making the necklaces. And then it's kind of it. Now, Big E had the arcade games in there, which was really cool. But very few actually go to that point of saying, look, you know what? I know you're coming to my event, and I know the top players, and that you're getting bodied. But I don't want you to sit around and just become a spectator from the moment you're knocked out. I want you to have other options of things to do and other chances to win stuff. So you walk away saying, you know what, I didn't win, but I had a good time. And I've been saying this for months to people. I'm like, how many people have come up to me at events, and they're like, dude, this is probably my last event. And they're like, it sucks. He says, I come here, I practice for 6 months straight, I get 0-2'd, and now I'm standing there because I only play one game.
Yeah, and that's a problem. Like, in Smash, they were so used to round robin that, like, they think it's better, but it's really not. It actually takes a lot longer. And one of the things I said was, why does it have to be just, tournament matches? Why can't we have, an artist alley? Why can't we have stuff for people to buy, stuff for people to do outside of the event, casuals all over the place? Why can't we have those things? And I put them there. I said, let's just do it. And I went to OC Remix and I said, why can't we just have an album? Why we can say we're the only tournament that has an official album? So much so, since this is the On Blast show, that Evo took one of the songs and never gave credit to the person. And that was the KOF song. But anyways.
I actually have those CDs.
Oh, you have the Apex CDs?
Yeah, come on now.
Oh.
And I downloaded the torrent. No, I got it legit. I got it legit at Apex. I actually saw them, and I actually, it's funny because I just moved from one place to the other, and I'm like, is this a press kit or something? I don't think I looked at this, and I was like, oh shit, it's music. You know, so I was definitely like, wow, that, and that to me is kind of cool, because you know you're giving away things, you know, and it might be insignificant, you know, when you look at it, you know, but then to that person, he's like, you know what, they took the time to put something together, you know, as extra little bonuses, you know, and that's something that's important.
And the best thing about it is, like, it's not, I'm not stupid. I'm not just giving those away. There's a limited quantity. We'll do, like, the first 30 people get the album, which is what we did last year and what we did this year. And then, you know, winners get the album. And then, obviously, we give away some. And we also have some that we want to get signed by the people who make it, because they actually live in Jersey. Dark Sword, one of the main heads of OC Remix. But, you know, ideally, you know, I want to give people things to do.
Now, it looks like January is like the month of tournaments. Because, I mean, you got you guys, I got the guys from Kit coming on after you, and I also have Defender North, and everybody's kind of packed in here. What's your opinion? You know, and I don't know how long you could stick around, if you could stick around with everybody.
I can stick around till about 1.
Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to get back to that question, because I want each of you to kind of answer that, so I can gauge better. You know, Sanford Kelly had mentioned, you know, and a lot of people agree with this, that's getting saturation with the tournaments.
Oh, you want my opinion on that?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. I announced Apex before any of them, period. And I was, you know, before talking to, you know, the people defending North, I was very frustrated, to be very honest. And, you know, I understand he wants to run something in New York, but, you know, it was a very frustrating time, because I'm trying to build the fighting game community at the event. And I felt like, you know, at the time, I was like, why is this happening? Why are you doing this? Why don't you just do this later? Why do you need to do this a week before Apex? And you know, I'm building the event to be big, and it's kind of like ridiculous how like that happens. But, you know, me and him talked, and we actually, the winners of the Street Fighter 5v5 are going to get Apex sticks. So if you do go to Defend the North, you will be getting those.
Now that's something that other people need to do. You know, they need to communicate with each other. I mean, unfortunately, there's only, you know, 50 plus weeks in a year, and it's like, you know,
it's not even that. It's like it really isn't. It's that, you know, people don't talk. Like, I'll admit, like, it was just a communication error, and that's fine. We both know, like, now we know. You know, and we're going to fix that. And I'm going to work with him in the future, because I love Andy. I love City Rats. Yeah. That dude is a freaking homie. Let me tell you why. That dude has hooked me up with a lot of stuff. And, you know, I respect that. And the guy does, he does his community right. And I want to help him, you know. So, you know, we'll definitely be working with him later. But, you know, to other communities, and this is, you know, just a flat out personal opinion. I think that there is too much saturation, and everybody's like, how do you fix the saturation issue? Well, it's very simple. The local communities should all be communicating. You shouldn't have 5 locals in the same darn region. It shouldn't be that way. But everybody wants to, and, you know, everybody wants to make, you know, to be big. And I'm sitting there like, I don't care if I make money or not. I really don't. Obviously, I would like to make money, but if I break even, then it is what it is, and everybody's happy. But, you know, I'm here to do something that nobody else has done. And when I see people, you know, just doing this, say, I'm just going to run another, I'm going to be a major. I'm going to call myself, you know, we're going to name it something that we're going to say Saturday, and then put some type of action verb and call it a big event. Like
Saturday Slam Fest.
Yeah. Saturday sausages. I don't freaking know. But, you know, that's what everybody wants to do. And they're not looking at why certain events are successful. They're not looking at how to make them successful. You want to make it big in the community. Don't just try to run tournaments. Try to do things differently. I went in there and I said, I can't be Big E. I don't want to be Big E. I don't want to be Johnny Cage. I don't want to be L.I. Joe. I don't want to be any of them. I want to be Apex. And I felt like I've done that by doing things differently, but not doing them too differently that it's off-putting. It's just adding incentives. I mean, Justin Wong's coming to my tournament. That makes me happy as hell. I haven't seen that kid. Like I haven't seen him come to my tournament in years. Since I ran stuff back in New York. But that's something you do. You just work really hard. A lot of people just want to go straight to the top immediately and call themselves a major. And a lot of people, they don't want to do the work. Some do, some don't.
Well, let me do this. Let me get in because the Rolando thing just kind of caught me off guard.
What Rolando thing?
Rolando's going to be coming on in a little bit later.
Okay.
Just Rolando.
Yeah.
But that issues are going to get addressed, but that's going to be after this. So let me just.
That name. No, Gweedo.
Ooh. How much? How you doing, buddy? It's kind of scary.
Nice.
You did do it from the ocean. I remember that episode.
All right, who's here? So I know, so I don't get confused. Who's Gweedo? Is that
Say what? Oh, hey, I'm Gweedo, Nick, whatever. I don't know. That's coming off guard. Sorry. For the most part, just helping out with the Nashville scene now. Came out from Florida. So.
you run Kit? Did I talk to you on Facebook, or was that somebody else?
You might have talked to me or Ian or Vandy, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
this
Good.
is Ian. I'm on the line too. Yeah, Julie is my daughter's name, but yes, that's me, Ian Vandy Davis. Yeah, I did talk to Johnanthan briefly on Facebook.
All right, cool beans, cool beans. You guys good on setups for Melee?
Ian?
At KIT, you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Yeah, Melee and Project M, of course, were not nearly the scope of Apex, so I'm sure, yeah.
You're lucky. You're lucky. I have to deal with this. Like, I'm not gonna say deal with crap, but I have to deal with a lot of them. Like over 1,200.
Oh,
No, I was listening to you before Nick and I came on, and a lot of things you were saying is, describes me. I'm very much into efficiency, logistics, math, so we've done our homework and we've done all that.
hate that.
I feel like, in order for I feel like in order for events to be great, you have to start with you have to work an event. You have to be a ref. Like that's how I started. I was a ref.
Right,
and I
right.
just learned that the small things. Like it's not just, I run big tournament. It's you run the small stuff, you learn, you pay your dues. Well, not pay your dues. You don't really have to, but you just learn the ideas and the concepts of it, and you start being able to think about it yourself. Sorry, I was about to sneeze. I thought, and there it went.
That was weak.
No, I put on mute. I'm really loud when I sneeze.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Okay, KIT, Kuomintang, Tennessee is January 24th through 26th. We're a 3-day tournament this year. This is our first year as a 3-day tournament. In the past, we've been a 1-day tournament, Saturday only. We kind of decided, we've grown large enough. We really need to expand ourselves, and we're really committing to becoming a major. I know you guys were just talking about that, but that's our dream, that's our goal, and we've taken the proper steps, and we're ready to do it. And we have 10 games, 10 main games on Saturday, top 8s on Sunday, and a bunch of Friday events as well. So. KIT itself actually originated in 2001, I think. Of course, like most tournaments, started in a local arcade, very small, grown, incrementally over the years. Our first, what I would call big multi-game tournament, of course, just a 1-day tournament at the time, was 2008, which by that time I started running the KIT events, and then year to year after that until finally this year.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He runs Midwest Championship here. He's actually going to be running Street Fighter for us at KIT.
So
he's an OOG.
and
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
Right.
Jesus. I feel so. It's nice to feel young in a conversation for once. Let me tell you, I go see Smashers and I see one of them's 15 years old. He's like, I've been in this community for 4 years. And I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, sorry. I'll tell you guys stories about Smashers later. Go ahead.
it just goes with any game with me. It's like you show up and it's like, okay, who's over 30 here? Yeah, screw y'all. Never mind, walk away.
No, the worst. Let me tell you, the worst is one kid. Sorry.
I can hear you okay. You're a little bit breaking up.
Oh.
Well, the sound went out for me as our trailer played.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's back on.
Well, there is, actually. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Yes, sir.
We need
You'd be
less
like,
that.
you'd be like, I'm OBS on OBS. Yo, sponsor me. All right, so Ian.
Yes. But
Oh, okay.
it looked like he was phasing out and then kind of came back. So maybe.
Really gonna go on that show? It talks so much trash. All right, let's see if my mic's coming through now.
Hey, I'll tell you, I just started listening to your show this year, or I guess last year, and I love the show. So I'm a big fan of. I listen to the YouTube broadcast at work all the time.
My thing is, and I've said this to other people, I'm beholden to nobody. And I was talking to a couple of people this past week, and I basically said to them, I'm like, look, when on this show have I given my personal opinion about anything?
All the time?
Never.
Oh, really?
And
you let other people say it.
I let them give their opinions. Now, you might say something that I don't agree with. I don't shout you down on it. Now, if Ian says, well, I don't agree with Johnanthan, I'll let you shout it out. And then at the end, I go, see, it was all worked out.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Like, when it comes to, like, arguments, I'm more of a private person. Like, that's just how I am. I don't like arguing in public. This doesn't feel like it's a good idea for me. But, I mean, it's for some people, it works out.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, sometimes there's that limit. You try and do it in private, and it's just you gotta call. You just gotta put them on blast just because of that fact. They're not listening.
All right,
that's the name of the show.
Let me just check. Hey, Digimon, am I coming through on the mic?
Webster.
Streaming into the mic.
Yeah, I say Webster.
Webster.
God, I have like 70 freaking SD cards. Why?
I don't know if I'm coming through.
SD card. Wanted to get.
I'm good. Okay, I'm good.
I'll type it to you because I can't say it. I'm dead serious. Like I can't say it.
Oh.
Okay, I got my sound back.
In here now.
And I'm okay. Good. Okay. DevilMaySpy. Wow, you actually decide to join me. You become a phantom. You become a figment of my imagination. I'm like, I used to have this guy on the show, DevilMaySpy, and I don't know. Then he became like a fucking fashion designer, making glow-in-the-dark jackets, and went MIA.
No,
for
the Nelson thing, yeah, the light-up jackets. But for the Nelson thing, I wanted to let his close friends have their moment with him, because, I felt like they had more to say, and I could have said the little I had to say anytime, so I wanted to let them have their moment. And last week, we didn't have a show.
No, it was my week of silence. That's
Today,
the first
I'm
time.
Here, and I'm excited for KIT, the tournament Mr. Gweedo is hosting. And
Yes. Give me the monies.
Yes. And did you guys tell them about the mansion we're having in Murfreesboro?
Oh yeah, I don't know all the details yet on that. I'm trying to get with Ozzy and Berserk because they're the ones, I guess, doing this with Reno. They're apparently renting a mansion for the weekend, and there's supposed to be some big blowout.
Oh yeah, I'd like to talk about that. All of GGA is coming through. Well, at least most of them. A lot of Atlanta Combat is coming through. I think we're gonna have more than 20 people, so the venue fee should be smaller than 50. If everyone that said they would show up on Test Your Might does indeed show up, we're gonna have huge team battles like GGA, Atlanta Combat, Cleveland, Forever King and friends are coming. Probably M2 Dave. Can you imagine M2 Dave and 16-bit in the same house?
You mean Marco from Tripulia?
M2 Dave shows up. I'm duct taping his ass to the wall.
I really hope he does, man. He's been MIA in a lot of tournaments.
He has been. All he does is come, blow out his mouth, and then runs for like 6 months.
I know. We haven't seen him since Youmacon. We wanted to see him in NEC. He didn't come. King came by himself. It's all good, though. Hopefully Dave comes through with playing to win in them. And then we just have this huge, like, 20 versus 20 Injustice team battle in the mansion.
See, I like where that's going. And I mean, we got my Florida boys coming up. Ozzy, White Boy.
Hey, wait, Devil, you banned Bloody Fetus?
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, let me tell you.
No. See, no. You know why? That's why.
See, I was just like...
Go back, hold on. Go back into the chat and unban my boy Bloody Fetus.
Devil being told on stream. This is bad.
We got man down, shots fired.
I want Bloody Fetus is the one who talked shit to me, and $1,000 money matched me in MK2, and I made it go the distance, and ever since he's my boy now. So Bloody Fetus never gets banned.
Did he actually pay you?
No, I told him to keep it.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought.
I ain't taking $1,000 off of nobody.
No, he was like, you're my boy because you gave me the money. Beyond that, I don't. Like,
I
respect that. Though. I respect that.
So hey, Ian.
Yes, go ahead.
You wanna talk about a little bit about Injustice?
Yes.
Because we got a nice little thing going on. We're actually gonna announce tonight that top 8 will be all 3 out of 5.
That's right.
So basically, pools are going to be the basic 2 out of 3, random select, double for stages, and then once you get to top 8, though, it's going all 5.
That's really
And also the games to qualify for top 8 will be 3 out of 5 for Injustice. We haven't announced that yet, but we'll announce it here.
So something we've been talking about and deciding, and we just decided let's go with it because I mean.
No, a lot of the community has talked to me about it, and a lot of vocal voices, and I guess the philosophy at KIT, our core philosophy, I would say, is if you take care of the players, they'll take care of you, and that's what we're doing with Injustice.
Yep.
Now let me ask you this: all you guys that are organizing events. Now, one of the things that I've heard people piss and moan about nonstop is streaming.
Yeah.
Get it out there. Get it out there now. So somebody, if somebody's going to say, well, hey, I'll bring a 4G card if it's a matter of getting us to stream. Set your rulings and what you believe, because it's something that we all know. It only becomes an issue when somebody becomes top 8. If they're not top 8, they don't give a fuck whether they're streamed or not.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah, go ahead, Johnanthan.
Let me tell you something.
Go first.
Because I come from a different perspective. I've had many people ask me to stream. Some of them, we're friends, and I told them, we're only doing 4. And the reason I'm only doing 4 streams, and there's a salt to sweet, but that's not done by us. That's unofficial. But my personal thing with streaming is that there's way too many people thinking they're way too much bigger than they think they are. And, I feel like I will say it on live, and this is probably upset somebody who believes in this. I believe in loyalty, but there's a difference between loyalty and who gets me bigger numbers. And that matters to me more because sponsors matter. In the end, you think that let's just say, for example, all these college football teams that go to NBC and whatnot, you think they're going to want to go to PBS because they're friends with them? No. Absolutely not. They're going to go for the money. And that's really what it is. It's not, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm a really nice guy, but it's, as a great man once said, it's best for business. And who
was that? Vince McMahon?
Triple H.
Hell no.
Triple H.
The real Undertaker, the man who buries everybody, Triple H. But no, it's not personal. It's really business, and people have to understand that. Don't come to me 2 days before the tournament and say, "Hey, listen, I'll help you run this tournament if you let me stream." And I'm like, "No, I will get staff to do it myself." Because I'm trying to help you out. But every 5 seconds, you're asking me over and over, "Can I stream? Can I stream?" And I look at your stream, and it looks like some kind of 1, 2, 3 play school stream. And
Devil, are you feeding back? I think. Nope.
I just don't believe in that. I believe that the biggest tournaments should have the most professional streams. I don't believe in streams that get 5 people and they're like, "Oh, we're all friends."
No, I mean the streams. Unfortunately, players kind of got a disconnect because of, and again, this is where you're kind of at a bit of a crossroad. Because earlier your statement about the esports type environment, but at the same time, professional sports, nobody would come to watch a team of rookies on the Yankees. and that's proved by numbers. When they have shitty
Unless you're-
seasons, even
unless
if
you're hardcore.
even if you're hardcore, you might go to 1 or 2, and then you're like, yo, this is the bad news bears now. Get the fuck out of here. You know, unless
that's
they
the
have the
Mets.
top names. Oh, shut the fuck up. You want to get banned? Is that what
No,
it is? You want to get banned?
I'm a Met fan, yo. I'm a Giant fan. I gotta hold the L pretty hard to my chest right now this
I
year.
got y'all beat. I'm a Lions fan.
Oh yeah. That's...
No, you're getting a good coach this year finally.
We don't even know who we're getting yet.
No, I know who you're gonna get. This what's his name? Wynston hurt.
Okay,
really
now
good.
see, that one I'm okay with, but the Titans guy and Texans guy's going to interview, and I'm terrified of that.
Well, now he ain't gonna go there. He can go to the Lions. Have a lot of potential, and they're gonna go really far. Their coach was just an idiot. I can tell you that, but they're gonna do well. And Ndamukong Suh not having any issues this year is scary because that means he's gonna.
I know,
get a
I'm
shit.
so happy.
But yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
So,
Gotta break the stereotype. Us gamers watch sports.
yes, we do. Actually, I can't stand watching sports. If I'm not playing them, I don't like them.
I like doing both, but watching baseball. It's very frustrating for me because I try to be like a nice guy and I'm trying to help everybody, but like every person under the sun wants to stream. And like, let me tell you, like, I want to, and I'm trying to work with them just to get people to come to my event for the game. Like Injustice, you know how many times I kept begging certain people, please, let me help me. I'm putting a $500 pop bonus for this game. I want to, I really like Injustice, and I really do because I love DC. I love it a lot. And, you don't get any support, and you're like, I don't even know if, and then I have to decide whether or not I have to bring it back next year, which is frustrating. I don't want that.
Not to cut you off, John, but I mean, like, what I've noticed a lot more with Injustice is that, like, the community wants more stream time than what we got with MK in certain events, but we're also trying to be more accommodating, knowing that, we're bringing in numbers, but we're still not up there.
That's different because if you bring in numbers, you should get stream time.
Oh, yeah,
That's how I am.
I agree, and it's like, I mean, what I don't remember. Like UFGT had second.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started on that damn thing. I got.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Is my audio coming through now?
Everybody said it looked like it.
Yeah, audio's back.
Okay.
That was Melfest said, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I mean, it's like, not to bring that up because UFGT really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But you got this game that's your second highest game, and you put them on the earliest stream possible. That's just bad logistics. And I mean that right there, that's what pisses people off of streaming. Now, as far as like, top players getting more stream time than nobody's. I mean, honestly,
That's the honest. That's my personal opinion. Win, like if you play. I'll tell you what. Like the only character for Injustice that I would ever let on stream because I'm a huge fan is a Harley player. That's it. But that's me personally. That's not my streamer. But so
if you play Harley, you automatically get thrown on stream.
Yes, I am dead ass serious. I am a huge DC fan. My five favorite characters are Wally West, Garfield Logan, aka Beast Boy, Rachel, aka Raven, and Harley. Those are my 4 favorites.
Well, that means
and
Katana Prime, Saltface, and Dig will be on stream. All their matches.
I don't know if Kid's coming, or not Kid, but Prime I don't think is coming to Apex. I know he's coming to Kid.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Kid. My bad.
No, we are talking about Kid.
You're making me sad now because...
No, sorry. Yeah, Prime will be a Kid.
I'm not as cool as you guys, all right?
Trust me, I'm sure there's a lot of guys coming to Apex that I wish were coming to KIT.
I know, same.
Well, I wrote it in the chat. Like, I have Megabus complimentary that I can get. Like, about 10 of them. If interested, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yeah,
and Injustice does run on Saturday.
Awesome. Yeah.
What time?
I'm just throwing it out there.
What time? 3:30 in the morning?
For you, it's going to start at 12:01 a.m.
You're talking to a guy that sleeps like 2 hours a week. So for me, it's irrelevant. But these other guys, they got to get their beauty rest and shit.
Unless you're like someone like Junior and you're already drinking at that point.
We're still drinking.
Or see, I was just gonna say, I don't think he ever stops at a tournament.
No.
Saturday Injustice starts at 12.
That's
because
that's awesome.
we have it on stream on Saturday at 4 to 7. So we stream basically the top 8, and that's all on Spookies.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say we have Ian, 4 streams running.
Yeah, if you would, I just want to jump in and give my opinion on streaming in general, just the original question. So when we were planning KIT, it was very important to us that every game that we ran on Saturday was streamed, all of its pools and its finals.
Mm-hmm.
So we restricted the number of games based on that. And we have 4 streams, and like Johnanthan, I want to run them all professionally, get the best quality matches for each community on that stream. And our main streamer, Panda X Gaming, I've watched his streams now.
I love that
did my
man,
homework.
by the way.
Yeah, I mean he's as professional as it gets. So, and he's our main streamer for Sunday. But like I said, every main game, they're all going to be streamed. As far as bringing your own 4G, I really don't think that's necessary at our event because of our logistics. But I mean, if somebody absolutely wants to, just to get a few extra matches and pools, I really don't see the problem with that.
Yeah. I just linked you guys to my stream schedule that we put together. Like, if you notice, it has like the regular event schedule and it has a stream time schedule, so everybody knows where everything starts. And it breaks it up color coded, and so we know where everything is.
Hey, John, can I ask you a question?
Sure, buddy.
If have you contacted Combat Network at all?
I contacted Shock.
What's the situation with that?
I asked them to help me, and they're sponsoring. So I don't know if he's promoting or not because and it's not because I'm not on top of it. It's literally like I have 100 other things to do, and I'm counting on people to do what they need to do. Him and Joe Crusty, they're telling me, we're gonna get people, and then I look on the website, and it's not the FGC, it's not like their fault because FGC likes to register at the door, and Smash is only online because. Hell, I'm not doing that shit at the door. But I look here, I got 24 people registered online for it, for Injustice, which I don't like. And the problem is, with Smashers, and you gotta remember, this is, Smash was at EVO, but that wasn't Smash's EVO. Apex is, and for them, it's all about Smash, and people get into really heated arguments saying, why do we have FGC? Fuck them because, we reign supreme over Apex. We should get rid of them and get more space. And I'm trying to tell them, like, you know what? If we didn't add FGC in 2012, 2013, all these FGC people who are really big names would not have tweeted about it, and you wouldn't have gotten consideration in the Evo. And I'm not talking about being put into Evo. I'm talking about being put on that list that everybody famously supported.
It's funny because I agree with you 100% on that. Again, it's almost as if they don't want to be considered FGC, and I've run into this with the anime people too at times, and I'm going, without everybody supporting each other, none of this shit matters. I mean,
Exactly.
if you really think, and I'm even going to throw you a bone on this. I am going to call Smash the pinnacle of esports skill. And that's just saying it and putting it out there for shits and giggles. And reality is this. Do you really think your people are going to sit and watch a bunch of stinky, bitter, angry people when they lose, and it goes across all games, on TV, on CBS, that it would actually make CBS say, hey, you know what? I think we might actually move this to a primetime slot on Friday night. It's not going to happen. So people got to realize, embrace and enjoy what you got, because it's the whole community that's giving you, whether they all take part in each other or not. Had it not been for the community as a whole, the community where a game like Smash individually would not survive. After Apex, what else is there? That's really major.
They're gonna argue with you, MLG and Evo.
Okay.
And I said it like this because I actually had a really deep conversation. I said this is how I feel about the situation. When Smash started at MLG, because that's where Smash got big, when MLG back in 05 and 06, the biggest tournament was 150 people, I think. And when Smash left MLG and started doing things on its own, as compared to other games that left MLG and just died, we became our own entity. We said people are not going to accept us. We're just going to do things on our own, which is a good thing, support yourself. And then along the way, we started doing Apex, and the numbers are getting bigger and bigger. And then Evo happened, and then all of a sudden, all the Smashers are like, "Well, we're FGC now. Big Brother likes us. He gave me a hug," and I'm like, "Why the hell does that matter? When you should just be proud of who you are? Like, if you want to support the community, well, every community, that's fine. But don't go to Big E and start saying, we wanted to be here. We deserve to be a main game. Put us on top 8. And then Big E's like, the largest tournament you had was 64 people at my event. Why am I going to do that? And then they're like, well, we'll just go to another tournament that's cheaper. And I'm sitting there like, why do you guys put yourselves in these positions? Why do Smashers write on the Skullgirls Facebook page, please let us win Evo because we need this because we don't have anything, basically slapping me in the me tell you, like I don't like MLG because of what they did to my game Halo
MLG
when I
ain't
first
bad.
started. No, MLG is not bad, but they
Alright,
they also do stupid shit.
I'm going live. You can go nuts on MLG all you want once I go live.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. James just got on Skype. Yes, I'm back. Guys, you're hearing me okay now? Just give me a 1, a 2, or 3, a 5, whatever. I don't care. Okay, now, okay. Let me run your trailer first. Okay.
See, these people are hitting me up and they're like, Alex, you gotta let us in. You know, I was busy for like 5 months, and I'm like, really? You're busy for 5 months and you couldn't register online? Go to hell.
Okay.
Booyah.
Where's Gweedo? Where the hell did Gweedo go? There he is. Let me add him back in. And DevilMaySpy will eventually get back in. All right, let me do this.
What?
I'm gonna put you guys on. I'm gonna put you guys on hold a sec. I'm gonna run the trailer for Defend the North. I'm gonna add Andy City of Brison, and I'm gonna have all 3 tournaments that are gonna be happening in the month of January on at the same time. How cool is that? Can't we all just get along, kumbaya?
I wish nothing but success for the other guys.
By what Alex says, by what Alex Valle says, no, we can't.
Yeah.
It's because we're
I'm just saying, you know, I don't care as long as everybody has a good time, because in the end, that's all it really fucking is.
All right, I'm putting you on hold. Okay, guys, am I coming through sound-wise though? Just like give me some kind of fucking clue here. It looks like I am. I don't know if I am. Digimon, let me know. Digimon, let me know. All right, kumbaya. Okay, cool. That means I'm coming through. Okay, anyway, guys, for the last trailer I got right now, it is Defend the North, which is coming up this weekend.
Freaking another Wii U game, man. Chris, what are you doing, man?
Leave me alone. I'm done.
I told you it's over, man.
That's over. I'm not done.
It's over. It's all over. Yo, what was that? Chris, who is this? Chris. Yo, John, are you free? Will you bathe? Go ahead. Get by. All right. You good? You all right? No, I'm okay. What you got? Oh, we got Ultimate Combat. I got it.
Oh, you got no more to come back. Okay. No, Mr. Quest.
Yeah. Oh, she's island. Good shit. What you get? Come on, Cardinal. Give me. What else? Where's the big five? Cross-tech.
What is this?
Where's Street Fighter? Street Fighter mixed with like Kazooie and Jin or Tekken guys.
Who are those characters?
It's the Tekken guys. The Mishimos.
This PS3 though. You know why we playing 360?
Yeah, it's just a Blu-ray. We play the games in Blu-ray now.
What does that have to do with anything?
The Blu-ray.
Yo. Check what's inside, man.
I don't want to. You open it. You better pray to God. What the fuck? Don't tell me.
Are we back?
I'm here.
Yay! We live.
We're living, as the Smash community would say, bro.
Oh, my bad. My community just says kneel before me.
No, listen.
They want you to kneel now.
Let me
Want
tell
you
you
to kneel now.
Let me tell you this funny story. Well, I was with Corn last year, right? And we're all hanging out, and I was telling him about a Smasher whose name is G Money, and I said, you know, the reason I'm cool with you guys because you know some people might get put off by whole hype, like how they act. I was like, it's because we have a Smasher named G Money who's like a homie, you know, he's like a good friend of ours, and they're like, no, there's nobody like us. We're Corn, you know, and I'm like, really? Wait till Melee finals start. All you hear is from that guy is, yo, F that F up, yo, get back. And he's going nuts. And the Corn, I look at the Corn people, I point at him, they're like, you're right. they sat there like in shock, like Smash can get that hyped. It's the best feeling, man. We returned?
I don't know, but I hear
I'm
like
pretty sure.
I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Hey,
We're
I'm,
good.
I'm waiting for Andy to come back in. Is my audio coming through, guys? Please tell me yes, because it looks
Think
like
so,
my
man.
bars are. I can't tell. I don't know what the hell that fucking glitch is. I've refused to upgrade to 1.3 on this crap. Sound is good. But I'm echoing. I'm echoing off of Gweedo. So you're going to have to mute your mic. What are you in, like a studio over there or something? What are you, like a musician?
Now, hold on a second.
Y'all guys got to get some headsets, you know.
Yo, hashtag headsets.
You guys got to stop giving away sticks and start giving away headsets.
Hey, we give away headsets at KIT, Gamester Gear.
Really? See, there you go. Now you got to get Gweedo a headset so he doesn't feedback.
I have two amazing sponsors, Plantronics and Skull Candy, giving me headsets. You know, I like those guys.
Plantronics.
Yo, Plantronics is good shit, man.
Yeah, I have Ed Tomasi, and
I got
Corb,
Plantronics, but it's from work.
That's what I
yeah,
got.
they make them for 360.
Really? I always had them for work, for actual like job shit. Like they do call center stuff and big giant crazy phone shit.
Yeah, let me tell you, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just went to them at what's it called PAX East, and I said, "Listen, Plantronics, listen, Skull Candy, we got to do this." They're like, "Why?" Because I want you guys to give me product, and they just started giving me headsets and all that stuff, and I was like,
I'm pretty sure it went, "Hey guys, who the fuck are you?" And he was like, "Oh, my name is so and so," and then it went from there, right? Because nobody in their right mind, the fucking story of Run DMC and shit. Like, yo, nigga, I went up in there, it's like, "Yo, give me product." It was like, "All right."
Well, no,
Do this.
Plantronics, I knew them. I actually had a personal connection.
Cool. There we go.
Skull Candy, I just sold it to them. And then, they're the only two headset sponsors I have, which
I'm
is
surprised
interesting.
Skull Candy like went in on that. They were really jumpy about like putting their product,
No?
anywhere but
Hey,
retailers.
honestly, I like Skull Candy stuff. I missed my headset. My kids stole it and then they destroyed it.
I like their
I'm sorry. For a second, I thought ChrisG just walked in this call. Like, I was like, ChrisG's here? No, because he sounded like him. He was like, for a second.
You sir are a meanie.
I'm sorry. Don't compare me to ChrisG. I like him, but man, that hurts.
No, it was the sound of your voice for
Okay. And James, answer your question. That is a studio. That's Studio H at Blackbird, where I intern.
Gotcha.
By intern, he means he sells weed.
I wipe toilets. That's what I mean.
He sells weed to up and coming rappers.
He wipes toilets and he sits in the studio when they all leave.
Did I say weed? I meant inspiration.
I'm a recording engineer.
We also eat what they leave. I'll be honest. We eat what they leave.
I'm just saying, in certain
They be getting
states
some
that
good
is
shit,
legal
yeah.
now. He's an entrepreneur in certain states. I'm just saying.
When everybody leave, he'd be like, "Mic check. I rip and I rhyme. I rhyme and I rip. I spit hot fire."
You ever wonder, like, I don't do weed. I don't smoke weed, but you ever wonder, like, if like they made marijuana legal in California and they just show us a shot like of Snoop Dogg Ryan,
Think
like
if
it's
they
the
made
greatest
it,
there.
I think if they made it legal, I think that would actually help. That would actually help more than where I think the taxes alone on that shit would like help a lot.
No, I don't disagree with you because what you call it made $1 million in a day. I'm just saying it would be fucking hilarious to watch Snoop Dogg. Like, when Obama got elected, Jesse Jackson cried. He cried.
But I
it was
think that they need to do security in that place though. In Cali, they had to have good security.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, what? It's Colorado legalizes it. They sell $1 million profit. $190,000 go to the schools.
I'm glad that they gave it. I mean, but it's a kind of jacked up thing though. It's like this shit is like, dude. It's like, I mean, that's kind of fucked up. That drug money is helping schools. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, because you go through school and every time you're told not to do it, you're not to do it, But honestly, in the long run, if the federal government just ever said, "Yeah, no more,"
yeah, no,
yeah, no,
yeah, no,
He said, "Yeah, no."
Yeah,
that's such a political answer. Did you put it in? Did you put it in? Yeah, no.
Answer all your questions. All of our questions shall be answered by. We cannot answer this at this time.
So, do you think this healthcare is going to benefit us? Yeah, no.
Nah.
Hey, I'll be honest. The only thing good Obama has done for my family is they raised the like poverty level, I guess. So I'm already dirt poor and my job sucks ass. But now I get health care. I haven't had.
You were actually able to sign on the page?
I feel bad for saying this, but I work in Wall Street, so I've never had an issue with that.
I hate
But
you.
like, to be fair, I just started in February and I'm just an analyst. But
We're sorry,
I mean,
Mr. White Man with money. Of course you don't have problems. You're a
I'm
white
not
man
white.
with money.
I'm not white.
He's brown. He's tinted brown.
Nope, he's
No.
white. He's white now. Fuck it.
I am Puerto Rican. Oh, what am I surprised? I got an email from this person about his players
What's up?
because he has no money and I can't say it because I don't want to start
Say
drama.
what?
I have
I'll
no
type-
money, but can you pay my team's fees?
So technically, are you going to sponsor?
Oh my God, this is fucking hilarious. I can't read this. I'll just type. I'll just copy and
Wow.
paste
See,
it.
Jonathan, I guess you didn't know you were on the On Blast show. But if I happen to get my hands on that email by accident,
I'm just saying, I keep things very, very quiet because that I don't want to bother the players. I'm a person that cares more about the players than their
Sir,
sponsors.
keeping shit quiet was so 2013.
But still, that shit is fucking hilarious. Like, I'm just sitting there like, really? Okay. Like,
I don't
nope.
mean, are you serious? Like, all right, like say like the first three words, like the first three letters, man.
That's it.
broke ass fucker. Those are the first three words.
Yo, real talk. Hashtag Team Corn. That's me all day, bro. I'm not a corn person. I'm not a real nice guy. No, I am, but not that type of nice guy. But I support them.
Blowing people up on Facebook.
I laugh at it.
I support them.
Let me-
They are funny guys.
Morning. I'm like, what shit happened while I slept? Let's see what Corn up to. I mean, you can
Yeah, I
learn
love Corn.
the FGC in like 5 minutes.
The first time I met Corn was at the YumaCon last year, not this past one. And I just talked to them, and they just seemed really. I knew the type of people they were. They were just like they were gamers that just like to have a good time. It just so happened that they were loud, and that's and
They from Detroit, man. That's how they do.
And it literally is cold in the D over there.
Like,
that shit's freezing.
like, do you remember a time when New York was just as loud and boisterous as they were? Pepper's Farm remembers. Remember when everybody wasn't so trying to be Kanye West when they pick up a fucking controller? Remember those times where New York used to be the loudest? We used to be the loudest for like a good time running from like, was it like Evo?
homie.
The first 8 years of Evo, we were like the loudest motherfuckers on the face of the planet.
Let me tell you,
Anymore.
Smash. We're
Quiet
still
as
loud.
shit now, man.
We still got that shit on lock. Let me tell you, you don't understand. One of our most loudest people and one of the most respected members in our community happens to be one of the best Marvel players in the East Coast. Motherfuckers, they can't even ask who it is. Shit.
Okay.
I was
But
gonna
still, I mean, like, I would, everybody would love to see those old times come back where people just played games and shook hands and that was it. But
No,
now niggas trying to be Kanye West. Motherfuckers trying to get book deals and shit.
like, look, I just feel like you got to do what you got to do to make money. And I respect people trying to make money. I never hate on them.
Man,
Doesn't mean
video
I-
games are the new rap game. Real
That's,
talk. Hey, yo,
that's actually really
Oh,
good.
you see the way I did that? Yo, sign me. All right. Maybe next time. All right, cool. Next time. All right, I got you.
I
That's the way it is now.
Well, it is Campbell. Here, listen to my demo.
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
fine.
I